The market gives us a pullback and we get an opportunity to buy the dip. This is Invest with Jacob. So before I left on Thursday for my long weekend up in the mountains, I put out a trading plan that's working out pretty well for us so far. We'll get into that in just 1 second. But first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob. And I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. Okay, guys, so real quick story. The reason I haven't had a video the last couple days, the camping trip was great, but the ride home was a disaster. The trailer wheel bearing went out. We had to pull over and kind of limp it to this gas station and get it towed back 150 miles. We didn't get done until like 11 at night. It was just, yesterday was a bit of a nightmare. So I wasn't able to get a video out for Tuesday's trading day, but I am back. I am glad to be back. Now let's get into the market and what's going on. So what we're doing right now, guys, is just following the trading plan that I put out on Thursday. Now this is all best seen on the charts, so let's jump in and take a look. Okay, guys, here we are on the 5-minute SPX chart. And before we drill down into this, I want to give a big picture overview so you understand where we are in the market as a whole before we get into where we are in a micro level. So Elliott Wave travels in 5-wave patterns in the direction of the market called impulse waves. And what I mean by that is if it's a bull market, the waves go up, and if it's a bear market, they come down. So these 5-wave patterns look like this. You have a wave 1 up, and then a correction or pullback, a wave 2, 3 up, and then wave 4 is a correction or pullback, and then wave 5 is up. So 1, 3, and 5 in a bull market go up, and waves 2 and 4 pull back or correct. In this structure, which in the big picture, we're in a decades-long structure of this, okay? And in that structure, we are in wave 5. We are trying to complete wave 5 with a target of about 6,000 SPX. I know that sounds like a high number, but if you go back and check the numbers prior to it, we hit our targets in Elliott Wave. That's what makes it so effective. Okay. So each one of these moves up, so wave 1, wave 3, and wave 5, they all break down into subwaves, okay? And that's called a fractal, which means it continuously breaks down into 5 subwaves smaller each time. So this wave 5 that we're in right now, this big wave 5, breaks down into 5 smaller waves, okay? So these 5 waves create this one wave, all right? Now, each of these moves up, 1, 3, and 5, they break down into smaller waves. And I'm not going to go down too far because it gets really complex really fast, but just understand that these go down to like a sub-minute level. Okay, so we're in this wave 5 in the big decades-long picture, okay? Inside of that wave 5, we are in wave 3. Now, this structure is a years-long picture, so each one is a smaller degree of time. So this wave 3, all right, is where we're at in this wave 5. So you would say we're in wave 3 of wave 5. Inside of that wave 3, you have 5 subwaves. And this will be the last level I do because it gets real complex real fast. Inside of this wave 3, we are in wave 5. So we're in wave 5 of wave 3 of wave 5. Okay? So I'm going to take this off the screen now so we can see better and dig into the micro count. But that's where we're at in the big picture. We're at the end of a superstructure, or a super cycle, I should say. Once we fill that out, there'll be a big correction at the end that will be severe. But we've got a lot of upside right now to make a lot of money. So let's dig into this micro count. Okay, guys, so if you followed my videos last week, you know that I was really excited about the 1-2-1-2 setup that we have. This big wave 1, big wave 2, that's 1-2. And the second 1-2 is small wave 1 up, smaller wave 2 down. And then we were ready to break out in wave 3. Now, you also know that we got tricked by this wave 2 down because it did not pull back far enough, or what it normally does, to hit our target. And that confused us a little bit and got us a little behind on entering our trade, but not a big deal. We entered a half a position on Thursday at 43.20 because everything breaks down into 5 waves, guys. Nothing trades in a straight line, so even wave 3 has a 1-2 pullback. So we bought the low here to complete our full position. And now we're going to ride wave 3 up to a target of 44.3755 because we know that wave 3's target the 1.272 extension of wave 1 and 2. So when we put the fibs on there for 1 and 2, it gives us a target of about 44.37. So we're going to look for that area to sell, where we should see a pullback to the 764 range, and that's going to be the 43.71 area before moving higher up to either 44.82 or even as high as 45.33 to complete all of wave 3. So our trading plan is working out really well. We were able to get the second half of our position filled at the lows today, and now we've got a full position to ride this wave 3 up to the 1.272 target at 44.37. Guys, if you want to get my trade alerts and get in on these trading plans, you need to get in my Facebook group. There's a link down in the description. Okay, you click that link, get in my Facebook group. You'll find a link to Slack. It's a free chat channel. I give real-time market updates. I give our buy and sell alerts. I give our trading plans, all of that good stuff. A lot of great people in there. We learn a lot about trading. I'd love to have you in there. The only requirement, the only thing you have to do is subscribe to this YouTube channel. So go ahead and hit subscribe down below this video, and then get in my Facebook group, come over into the Slack channel, and get the real-time updates. Okay, guys, so the key takeaways for today, we're watching for this breakout on the 1-2-1-2-1-2 setup. It's a triple setup. Triple nested 1-2s, which is a really strong place. The key will be breaking out over the high here from wave 1. Once we get out over this high, it is very likely we're breaking out in wave 3 sooner than later and headed toward 44.37. I actually think this will happen over the next 2 weeks before options expire in July, and then we will probably get wave 4's pullback to 43.71 in that area before wave 5 takes us up. That is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.